vulnerabilities, then that's so SQL injection. I'm sure many of you have heard of it, right? So here is a typical example. So this is PHP code, right? So you see similar code in Java and many other languages, right? Because what is often done is that you're going to talk to a database, and the database accepts a query language, and the query language is basically a string, right? So you construct the string, and naturally the string, if in this case you have, this is something that happens in a web application. So in a web application, it gets some fields from a user that's coming in from through their browser, and in the browser they have a form that they're filling out, right? So one of the form fields is extracted on the server side, and it is used to construct the query, right? So you can see that, okay, so the user is trying to use maybe buy a product, okay, and so that product name is extracted from the form and is concatenated or spliced into the string, and then the result is used as an SQL query, right? Except that the attacker can provide something that the programmer didn't quite anticipate, right? And so once that happens, the resulting string looks like that, right? So the intent of the programmer is that you will just provide something that goes into this field, right? But because it wasn't properly checked, the programmer was able to inject some additional SQL commands, and you can see what effect it might have. Right? So this is a particular case of the more general problem called command injection. Right? So another PHP program, what this PHP program does is it is using a shell command. Okay? So there is a function in PHP called popen. Actually, it's also there in if you write a C program, then you can access this function as well, and it has basically the same effect. The command is going to be given to a shell, and the shell will execute it. Right? And so once again, this happens to be in a web-based email program, and again, the user is filling out a form, and there's a form field called send to, which is the to address, right? The recipient address, and obviously the person who wrote this program expected that would be an email address. In which case, they construct this shell command. Okay, this is used for doing some encryption. Okay, so this is allowing the user to send out encrypted email. So and the attack is, once again, that the attacker gives something unexpected, which is something that ends the current command and does something more. Right? So since you give it to a shell, the shell executes the first command, which involves encrypting something, and then if it is obviously if the attacker really wanted something, then they will do something more interesting than simply removing a bunch of files, which, depending upon how you run the web server, probably won't even watch it, right? Because the web server usually runs with very limited privileges, and you try to remove files, most of the time that wouldn't even succeed. But I wanted to give you an idea of what can be done. So another example of this kind of command injection is what is called script injection. So the idea is that somehow, in this case, you can say this is essentially, the attacker could have put in any sequence of shell commands. So in a sense, the attacker is injecting a shell script right there. Okay? And there are other types of script injections, such as cross-site scripting, which is used in the context of websites. Okay, and we'll talk about that later on. And the format string attack that we have talked about is also some kind of a script injection attack, because the format string parameter is something that is like a command. Okay, so let's leave it here, and we'll continue in the next.